Yeah, so Matthew, we obviously believe that it's going to be a game changer for the marketing, okay, and it's going to structurally change how the traditional marketing versus the AI-driven marketing is going to work. So, can you please elaborate more on that?
So in terms of like the structural changes, or
Yeah. Structural changes in the AI-driven marketing versus traditional marketing.
I think again, like we touched upon this just now. I think like the big
Mhm.
trend is sorry, one of the big like structural shifts is personalization, right? So in traditional marketing, we always had the trade-off between scale and relevance, right? So like we either were sending like campaigns that were done at scale, but with pretty much like a static one size fits all message, or we were sending like highly personalized messages and campaigns, but at lower scales, right? Because we were relying on static segmentation and whatnot. But I think like AI now changes this game. So like we're basically gonna bypass this trade-off between scale and relevance altogether, and AI enables us to you know scale, like keep the personalization, keep the relevance by leveraging all these like data providers and like these intent signals and this custom research that are done one to one, and then scale it across um, like large audiences, right? And this again, like is uh, like a big example of this. We can see it in AI, like in prospecting and outbound, right? Where we're seeing with tools like Clay that we just mentioned before. Then another thing that comes to mind is like the ability of like the decision making processes that like are done also like as a strategic level. Like again, we were even like when it comes to like targeting specific ICPs and build out a specific ICP model and then create like a messaging system on the back of that. In traditional marketing, like this process is done quite statically, and or needed we needed to go through manual refreshes of this. However, I think like now we're going into like a more dynamic, unified way of doing this. Like there will be predictive real-time data and insight and predictive analytics and insights that will allow um, marketing teams or like GTM teams to refresh or update automatically like their ICP and eventually like tailor or like adjust their messaging on the go, so that again like we have a faster and tighter feedback loop as well as more accurate targeting. Um, a third element like that comes to mind is also like execution. We again like touched upon just before, but we're going from like knowledge workers conducting a lot of like these their tasks manually from or with the aid of like SaaS tools that are all siloed, like one different from the others. For example, like I need to write content on Google Docs, then I need to like run my content research, sorry, my keyword research on Ahrefs. Then now we're seeing again like I think all these tools coming together and these workflows being automated by AI, and instead of like the focus will be is shifting from conducting these campaigns manually to actually setting up these workflows, these AI-led workflows, and investing more into the process, right? So like, what are the data that I'm using to train the AI? What are the steps of the process? How can I make these better or more organized, more structured? What are the prompts that I'm feeding the AI come up with the output, right? Like how can I better structure and invest into prompt engineering, and how can I best position the human reviewer or the human in the loop in the process to make sure that quality is respected by the AI and we avoid hallucination. So exactly, like the execution work is shifting from manual or SaaS assisted into actually like the operationalization and the process aspect of it, the workflow aspect.